So we getting the money? You made it sound like you getting the money yesterday in all your interviews, man. You gotta unmute, Sampson.
Puro no,
¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está?
todo bien.
You made it sound like you're gonna be able to get that money.
I didn't start yet. First of all, we know now that every money have a price, and now we know the price. So now it's time to work. However, you cannot start to work because May 4 can be a catastrophe if you lose. So you cannot start negotiating any negotiation in this moment without to see the result of May 4.
Yeah, but you could certainly contact particular investors to get them warm to the idea that if Canelo potentially wins, you're going to need a certain amount of money to make sure we ensure the David Benavidez fight.
The way you saw my interview, you everyone worldwide, you would know. So now it's time to wait for the May 4 because everybody be ready to make an offer because this fight is the best fight of the decade by far.
In that interview, you referenced the network would be willing to pay for it if the fight took place in November. Is that your hypothetical opinion, or did you get some insinuation from Amazon Prime that you could get the finances for November?
No, the reason that I say November is two ways to do it. One way is to cancel June 15 and go in May. I'm sorry, in September, and start because if we do it locally in America, we need at least 4 months to marinate and go to at least 6 cities plus Mexico for press conference.
Let me
We need to go
interrupt
to New
there.
York.
Why Mexico? If Mexico, we don't get any pay-per-view money from there. We only get television rights fees, right? He
Because
ensures that the fight is free on Televisa for his people.
I understand, but for respect to Canelo, you must to do and respect Mexico to have a press conference, you know, and come up, this. You cannot do it only in America. Not only that, most likely we go to England too,
Beautiful,
and to
beautiful.
get
Do
the
we get a
European.
Canada?
So
Do we get a Canada stop like we did with McGregor?
definitely, all this it must be done for it. If you want $150 million,
Now,
we need to be sure that you need
how
to
much do
sell
these press conferences cost? Ballpark, rough estimate. You got to fly everybody. You need the hotels. There's food
between 300 and 400,000
per city.
per city,
God damn.
depending the city, but like we're talking about if it's New York and then we go to LA, you know, you're talking about private jets and all that.
Man,
Don't think it's too much.
that's 24,000 pay-per-views that need to be sold per city at $80 just to cover the press conferences.
That's correct.
That's a lot of money.
We look. You need to look for 3-4 million, like he did Mayweather.
So now, when we got Mayweather Canelo on the undercard, we got Lucas Matisse and Danny. How does that work? Is that like an outside investor?
No, I mean, the big money is the gate and the pay-per-view.
So you're saying
A fight like that,
so you're
a
saying
fight
you
like
could give
that,
us a good undercard as well, because that's what I'm trying to say. Like, even though it was a big money fight for Canelo and Mayweather, we still got a very satisfying co-main event in Lucas Matias taking on Danny
about
Garcia.
June, about March 30 is excellent. This excellent undercard to me, and I
It's a
believe for everyone.
very good undercard, but
Now it need to
it's
be
not
it
Danny
need to
and
be
Lucas.
okay, but you have June 15. The undercard is the Benavides. You know what I mean? So definitely need to be a big, big undercard, but that is too far away.
So you don't think this one slips us up? We're gonna get it this year, September, November. Because
I believe that,
we've been hearing Eddie Reynoso say that Canelo's fighting 3 times this year, and he's been saying Saudi Arabia on multiple occasions, but most recently, obviously, yesterday and the day before, he's been saying Saudi Arabia.
well, if this happen, it cannot, maybe it can be in September if it's happened. But if it's in the States and it's fighting June 15, Benavides, and we need to go to all these tours, it's no time to train properly. So it will not happen in September.
Okay, so
It need to be November.
for the slow people, you're saying if Saudi Arabia puts up the money, then you don't need to spend the time that it takes to build up the fight going city to city.
That's correct.
Okay, okay.
Does it make sense to you?
Absolutely. So yesterday, though, I'm
Okay.
sure your phone ringing like, hey, he wants 150, 200. How were those calls received? How did you receive that? Did you? Because I thought that number was crazy. I'm like, bro, who asks for
No,
200
it's
million?
not. It's not crazy. 150 is the right number. 150 is the right number. Over
Guaranteed
150,
or overall? You're
guaranteed.
saying?
No, no, I would no. This need to be guaranteed. It's not
Wow.
because most likely, But this is it's not crazy. You know, in the end of the day, I believe that Saul Canelo Alvarez is one of the smartest men on earth in this moment. How to manipulate all the situation? Because I say all the time, he's not afraid of anybody. How we manipulate to get the most money possible for the fight. And he followed the steps of Mayweather, the blueprints exactly. He learned everything from Mayweather, and he's doing exactly the Mayweather style. So he deserves it. And 150 is not crazy, millions, because the people he will buy that
Now,
fight. And you know why? Because with all this, what's going on in the past few months, not everybody, but let's say 50% of the people you want to see get knocked out. And the other 50, you want to see winning, most likely Mexicans. And the Mexican is the one that he will buy that the fight. He will get a few pack, 6 pack of Corona and tacos, and he will have a great uh, festivity on that day. But it's all depending what it be the offer, if it come any offer from Saudi, or we can do it in November. And the only reason in November is because even Canelo, I believe he will understand that he need to take planes, and himself he will not train properly.
Samson, help us understand the business a little. We were having a debate as to whether or not the network, meaning Showtime, DAZN, Prime, do they get a percentage of the gate sold, or is that
No,
to split? Exactly. Thank you.
no, no. The only thing he getting is percentage of the buying. You know,
Of the pay-per-view buys.
that's correct. And
Now,
remember, we're talking about between 20 to 25 million dollars a gate. Any place you can see it. With what happened with Mayweather, what happened with Canelo. You're talking about the cheapest $200-300, the cheapest seat,
can we only
and every
make
time it's sold out.
Can we only make a $20 million gate in America? Can we not go to any other country? Because you had Thriller in Manila and all these exciting fights in different countries. Did they just do it
No,
in those countries and
that
not generate the gates?
no, 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 no way. The only time is in America. That is like Duncan used to say, only in America.
Yeah, Don King signed
So
fucking Blair the Flair Cobbs, man.
that is good.
He's gonna do the Broner fight.
That is a good move.
You should have got Nicholas
But
Floss that Broner fight, man.
he will not take it.
What's next for Floss?
He's fighting in June, most likely June, late June or early July again.
Cool, cool. Yesterday
So
we had
so
a
we
yesterday
you
we
know
had a female call into the show. I need you to defend yourself. We had a female call into the show and say, "Do you know that Sampson has only taken David Benavidez this high? He's never gotten another fighter to this level." So I argued, obviously Manny Pacquiao and Sergio Martinez, but to what capacity have you taken another fighter? Is David? Have you taken David the
David.
highest you've ever taken any other fighter? Because keep in mind that you were in a what co-promote? Were you the manager for Sergio or were you the promoter?
No,
Because I
no,
know he
no.
was with Udabella.
Yeah, with Sergio, it was I was his advisor,
Mm-hmm.
and when we went to Argentina, so I come to be a co-promoter
Okay.
because I bring the money in Argentina.
So technically speaking, as a promoter, David is your biggest fighter.
In this moment, yes.
No, no, no. Overall, and your whole time being a promoter.
Overall, as a promoter, yes, David,
Okay.
by far.
Okay, bad girl
You,
TKL, you
you,
was right.
the what?
No, no, no. The female caller that called in and suggested that this may be your biggest fighter as a promoter, and I argued that no, Sergio, but you just clearly told us Sergio you were an advisor at the time. I thought Sergio would have been the biggest fighter you promoted. I didn't know it was a managerial or advisorial situation. I thought simply
No.
because you got him the Chavez fight, he did about 500,000 on pay-per-view the same night that Canelo fought Josecito Lopez. I thought that would have been the biggest, but
That,
okay, it's
yes,
David.
sir. You know, I got in the beginning when I discovered Manny Pacquiao, everybody want to talk to me, and you know, and always I take care the press because your people is the less people that they make money in boxing because you love boxing. If not, you will not do it for the salary only. So you're in love with the sport. So I have the most respect for all of you that you do interviews and maybe most of the press you need to work 9 to 5 and then it's not the case of everyone, but I mean most of you people that he put all his effort because the love of the sport and this I respect him and always I'm available. And if I'm not available, it's because I'm flying or I'm, I'm ready for a big event. So I have the most respect for you and everyone. So the point is that it's not every promoter you do that, and that is the difference that people think that I'm a manager or what I mean. But the most important thing for me is always to be available and answer tough questions like yours because I have very hard situation with you and your questions, and it looked like we not like each other. But you see, I in every opportunity you see me that I pick up the phone.
No, of course. That's you keep putting that in the air. I never said you don't like me, and I certainly like you. So I don't know what you're talking about. It's like I told you. I
No,
just seen you and gave
but
you a hug in front of your wife.
that is true. No, but sometimes you attack me in a way
Tough
of the
questions.
questions.
Tough questions are
Tough,
not
tough.
attack.
Okay, but I answer him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I believe so. But look, the DCP that press conference it was all about. In the end of the day, about Benavides, we marinate this fight for a couple of years, and I believe that it will happen now is in September or it can happen in November, but it will happen this year. If it doesn't happen this year, so then we lost everything. But you see, the most important thing is when you like a house or you like a car, it's up to the number. of the price of the car of the house that you can buy. And $150 million is tough, but you can buy. And I'm telling you, I want to say something that I believe one of the smartest businessmen that I ever saw after he say 150 to 200, 200 impossible, but 150 possible. I realized what I say all the way from day one that Canelo is not afraid. What Canelo wants is to get paid. The payday that he gives to so many fighters, now he wants to get paid, get all this money back in one shot. And it be a good fight. He will not come only for the payday. I can tell you, he will come to beat Benavidez. And Benavidez knows that.
Sampson, recouping of this guarantee that doesn't just come from pay-per-view buys, does it?
No, the gate, international
Okay.
sponsorship, it's a lot of work to get the
No,
money.
because I was doing
You
the
can
math and just 2.5. Well, you need 1.8 million, 1.875 at $80 just to make $150 million.
no, you need at least 3 million to break even.
Oh, that's to break even.
Yeah,
Shit. It's a
but
big
I
ass number.
believe
You think we can sell 3 million pay-per-views with the way that, obviously piracy is so easy to steal a fight on your phone now. Before you had to go to your cable and have the black box. Now, if you got a cell phone, you could just fucking go on the website and steal a pay-per-view.
Yeah, well, I believe Amazon is having very surprised whoever want to steal. I can tell you that much.
Oh, I hope you're right, man. I would love the end of
And not
piracy.
only that, maybe when you're watching, before you finish, you have a knock in the door. I'm telling you that.
I would love that for real because we need to
That
end
that that
piracy,
is
man.
a yeah, but Amazon he come out with new technology, and I will not be surprised that especially the bars and the restaurants and the regular people too. He will get not only he will get in his account the pay-per-view plus the fine.
So have you
So
received
you need to
word?
be very careful.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I said that you need to be very careful the pirates this time.
Have you received
You
word
know.
from the WBC if they're gonna mandate David? Like, will we get a mandate before September?
He gave us 2 weeks confirmed to make a decision to go back to 168, but it's all depending of the offer. If we can do it in September, most likely, if everything is signed up, most likely he will fight in September and not in June
Oh
because we can
shit! Wait,
start.
wait, 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 wait. So you're saying if Canelo wins in May, you will pull Benavidez off the card if you can start immediate negotiations?
No, 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 no. If we have a guarantee, the sponsorship that we need to make this fight happen,
Then
which I
you would.
don't believe.
You don't believe it,
Which
but
I
if
don't
you but
believe.
if you do get it, you're saying you would pull Benavidez so he could just go straight into the September fight.
Yeah, if we have all signed contracts and everything, that it will take a few weeks.
Man,
So
that would be
then,
perfect,
it's,
right? For Benavidez to get in the ring next.
that's correct.
Do you think
But it will
Canelo
not
would allow that? Do you see a world where Canelo says, "Yeah, let him get in the ring like
look
Gennady did"?
if we present to Canelo like the guarantee, the money of $150 million, I believe that is the price that he decide is a businessman that is correct for him and for his fighter that is him. So you never know. That this is the reason that boxing, and I say in one of my Twitter uh, at Samson Boxing that that always boxing change every minute, not every day, every minute.
So why
So
is the
we never know.
WBC making David make a decision if he's still currently the interim champ? Why does he have to make a decision on where he wants to
Yeah,
fight?
because maybe if it doesn't go with Canelo, maybe we decide to go straight to and keep in 175.
Yeah, but you know that Bivol and Better Beef have a rematch clause. So, like who would you fight up there?
Yeah, but you have you see, this is what your people need to understand. You can have a rematch cause, but if you get knocked out in 5 rounds, it's no more rematch.
Huh.
You
Well,
need
I
to
mean,
pass, and
that's what
depending
happened with
how.
Joseph Parker and Zhang. It wasn't a knockout, but fucking Zhang's not taking his rematch. So you're right, and neither did
Yeah,
Earl
so
Spence.
that's correct. It was so horrible that fight that he would never fight him in 154 or any weight division.
Oh shit! You think Earl
So
is
and besides
retiring?
that is what the people look. What happened
Wait,
if
because that sounded like you think Earl is retiring.
no,
Oh,
he will come back. But when I say that, let's say that instead what happened, he get dropped 3 times and he dropped another 2 times. Uh, Crawford. So now we have a fight that you want to see it again. But it was a mismatch, the fight, So nobody will pay for a mismatch. Let's say that Mungia most likely have that cause of rematch. Now, if Mungia dropping 4 times and then he get knocked out in the last round, you want to see it again. You know what I mean? And it happened. Like an example, we have a rematch cause with Sebastian Fundora and Mendoza, Brian Mendoza. He was losing every minute of every round till he got lazy, Fundora, and he got hit, and story. So what happened is that the rematch cause we put it in order, but he have a 2 or 3 times bigger offer to go to Australia, and the way Sebastian Fundora is, he said, let him make the money. We have time in the future for the rematch. But now, go ahead and make your money. And that is sportmen, that they allow him to, to another boxer to make a good payday for his family and himself. And not every one of he will do that. I can tell you that much. He will say, you cannot go, we have a signed contract, and that's it. And you need to fight me. It happened in the past. Not with Fundora. Fundora is one of the nicest human beings I ever saw. Not only him, the whole family, including his sister, that is a champion.
yeah. I'm hoping if Fundora, I mean, because I never want a guy off a knockout loss to come back to face a puncher. So I would have preferred Fundora to get a softer touch. But hey, can't
No,
turn down
because
a title shot.
no, he have Bokachev that is
Yeah, another
23
puncher.
and
He's
one with
another
23 KOs.
exactly.
But he said, I don't need a tune-up. Tune-up is not good for my, my own self-esteem. I want the best fight to fight. Always he say that because I offer him a couple of times in this almost a year to fight, a tuna fight, which I hate to say tuna fight because many of the tuna fight you get knocked out anyway. So he say, no, I want the best. And this is the way Fundora worked. He won the best and he got the best.
Well,
Well, my friend,
I
I must to go. I
appreciate
need
you.
to work. I
No,
love you,
no,
man.
gracias como siempre.
Okay, mi
All right,
amigo.
appreciate it.
Un abrazo. Okay,
Igual,
bye bye.
igual. There you have
Bye.
it, Sampson Lewkowicz.